Yes, now obviously, Dr. Fowzia, we salute you, we salute your mother, we salute Aafia, we salute her children for being resilient, and 18 years, a very, very long time. And I suppose there are many, many memories that are flashing through your mind right now, and particularly when we remember the actual day when Dr. Aafia Siddiqui was kidnapped.
Yes, indeed, it is a very sad day. One more year has passed. 18 years is a lifetime. And it's very, very unfortunate that it's becoming more and more evident that though the people of Pakistan have taken to the streets in the millions, the people around the world have picketed and protested, but the voice of the people has not been heard, especially by the Pakistani leadership, who verbally do claim to be that Aafia is the daughter of the nation, yet this is a daughter that they have left, better off silent for, which is very shameful.
Well, it certainly is, Dr. Fawzia, and I think, obviously, apart from the Pakistani government, we've seen successive governments, we've seen leadership changes, we've seen governments change, both in the United States of America and in Pakistan. And we've seen this battle. This battle has been long, it's been hard, it's been a difficult battle for you personally, taking charge of the battle, but also for your family as well. And as you mentioned, the support that Aafia has received right across the entire world.
Indeed. And for this, we are eternally grateful, because I think that it is the support of people like you and all over the world that have really kept Aafia alive, because otherwise there was no way that Aafia or we, could have survived this. Your words of sympathy, your words of support, and the words and the support of people around the world, I think it keeps the guards wary from actually taking Aafia's life.
Now, let's just look at where we are at this point in time. And we know recently in the last few months, we've heard about, obviously, the matters that there were certain rulings that were made in the Pakistani court as well. And looking at options that you have, looking at the options that the Aafia movement has right across the world, are there any options at this point in time, Dr. Fawzia?
The courts this time round have taken another stand on Aafia's case, and so far the court has been very adamant for the government to provide and to show everything that they have done, and it is shameful that the government has not been able to comply. I guess it's because they really haven't done anything. It's been verbal and there's nothing to show. But at least this is now all coming out in the public. And the next date in Islamabad High Court is on the 12th of April, where the actual cross-examination and discussion will take place. So this is going to be important when it comes to the Pakistan side of the things. And on the American side, also, after 4 years of silence, we have managed to get an attorney to visit Aafia, who will be visiting actually today.
Today, wow. So that is actually quite relevant, particularly looking at the date as we commemorating Black Day.
Yes.
And I suppose, you as a family and yourself as well, Dr. Fawzia, obviously waiting because for any news.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. And if we can open up the case there, then maybe there is still some light at the end of this tunnel. And we have faith that, whatever Allah does, there's a time and there is a purpose. And I feel that we as a nation and we as an ummah are delaying this time. And I think the purpose is for us to unite. If we can unite for just one sister, we will have united for ourselves. And that will be the beginning of our uprise from this
Exactly. I think
decades of downfall.
Mm. The thing is, at the end of the day, we know that, in the past, and history has taught us so many lessons as far as one person and just standing up for justice for one person and what impact this can actually have throughout the entire world. Now, looking at obviously Afia at this point in time, you are waiting for news from the lawyer just to get a lot more clarity in terms of what condition she is in, both physical and psychological, in terms of what her status is and her state of her health, and that is paramount. That is absolutely important. But also at the same time, just looking at the family itself, Dr. Fowzia, you've been at the forefront of the struggle, and you've had obviously a lot of challenges along the way, looking at your mother, your mom's condition, and also at the same time, as far as Afia's children are concerned, the two children that remains, we know very little as far as baby Suleiman goes, what had taken place 18 years ago. But these are all matters that had required your attention and your focus as well over the last 18 years. And I'm sure it has taken out a lot. It's been draining for you as well, both psychologically and physically.
Very true. Very true. This is, I mean, these past 4 years, we don't know what they have done to Afia, the kind of mind. And she's an FMC Carswell, which is a mental asylum, and it's for the criminal, mentally sick people. And she's in the special administrative unit, and she has to undergo the SAMs, which are awful, inhuman in itself. And then the other mind experiments that they do in the name of treatments, like the MK Ultra and things like that. We don't know what they've done to this brilliant Muslim woman whose only passion was to bring education to children and to bring an educational revolution. So she was a genius. I mean, Leon Chomsky said Aafia Siddiqui would bring the change wherever she goes. She's an institution in herself. So we don't know these 4 years that they had not let us talk to her and kept her in complete isolation. But whatever they have messed up with her, this is not about Aafia anymore. This is not about just one person or one family. This is about our honor, our dignity, ourselves. This is about our salvation. When we will be asked on the day of judgment, what are we going to say? Have we ever thought about that?
Well, certainly, Dr. Fowzia. In fact, a lot for us to actually think about. And again, we're talking of today being the 31st of March, but also we know the month of Ramadan is coming up, and that's on our doorstep in basically around 2 weeks' time as well. And I suppose also when it's these occasions, when Ramadan comes, when Eid comes, when we are celebrating as families and looking at taking our lives to a different level of spirituality. And when we are faced with these challenges, when we're faced with injustices, and these injustices, you've been witness to, you've experienced year after year for the last 18 years. And, it's not easy. I suppose it's not easy for to cope. But again, we seek strength in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us, to guide us along the way.
Yes, it is faith, and it is the Quran that helps us through every day, but it is also people and support from people like you and everyone who's listening, people in South Africa, people in Turkey, people in Pakistan, people in UK, all over the world that support us, that send us messages and du'as, and that is what gets us through every day. Otherwise, brother, if someone dies, there is a closure. And you get a kind of sabr. But in situations like ours, trust me, it is torture. It's like reliving death every day. Every night we die, and then we wake up again to die again. And to go through the same grief, the same pain. It is unimaginable. And imagine all the other missing people, the enforced disappeared, the post 9/11 um, falsely convicted and persecuted people. Aafia is just the poster child for all of those. And, when we are celebrating and with our families and having dinner with our families, we don't even stop for a second to think about all those families who are suffering like this. If nothing, we can say a little prayer for them.
Well, Dr. Fowzia, our du'as are with you, and they've always been with you, with your family, with Aafia, with the children, with your mom as well. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keep you, grant you strength and patience at this very, very difficult time. And we know it's been a tough time for the last 18 years. And yes, you have got the support of millions right across the entire world. And inshallah, we will continue. We will continue to struggle. We will continue making dua for you, your family, and for Aafia, inshallah. But for now, Jazakallah so much for your time, for coming on, and for sharing what you have with us on this day, the 31st of March, Black Day. This was a day when Aafia Siddiqui was kidnapped.
Thank you so much, Brother Inayat. I would request everyone to please, during Ramadan, send Aafia just postcards, simple postcards, no envelope, nothing, just simple postcards with a very simple message of hope. Just Sister Aafia, we are with you. Sister Aafia, we are praying for you. Sister Aafia, you will be released soon. Just simple messages, that would mean a lot. Even if Aafia does not receive them, at least the prison authorities will know that Aafia is not forgotten.
Inshallah, inshallah,
And please join us. Join us today on the Twitter trend for Aafia.
Well, we certainly
with the
will.
hashtag 18 years. So please do have everyone join us on the Twitter trend today, which will start in a couple of hours and trend the whole day.
Well, inshallah, we certainly will, and we will definitely remind our listeners as well, Dr. Fowzia. Jazakallah once again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Dr. Fowzia Siddiqui joining us this day, the 31st of March, Black Day, the day when Aafia Siddiqui was kidnapped in Islam on her way to Islamabad in Pakistan.
Osman's Taj Mahal Spice and Rice. For over 80 years, Osman's Taj Mahal have been perfecting the art of the perfect blend of spices, pure, aromatic, and well-seasoned. Spices to tantalize your taste buds. From creative cuisines to gastronomical gourmet goodies. From exotic odors to traditional dishes, Osman's Taj Mahal have remained synonymous with quality spices and condiments. Taj Mahal rice, beans, and lentils. Try our range of chili bite mixes, rose and ilachi syrup, our quick and easy biryani pack, and our traditional range of spice blends. Osman's Taj Mahal. There is no substitute for quality.
It is the end of season sale at Minty's Fabrics this week, with specials at incredibly low prices once again. Discover Minty's summer fabrics from 25 Rand per meter, ready-to-wear evening dresses starting from 1,500 Rand, and haute couture beaded fabrics from 399 per meter.